Developing now, big changes are coming to Catholic Mass. The Archdiocese of San Antonio is taking new precautionary guidelines regarding coronavirus for parishes and schools. They're asking parishes to temporarily distribute Holy Communion by hand rather than mouth. They're also asking that they discontinue communion wine and remove holy water from the fonts at the church doors. They also say to avoid physical contact if possible. Other dioceses in the state and nationally have adopted these temporary measures. Catholic schools in the area are asked to follow CDC recommendations and clean classroom tables and surfaces and, of course, sanitize frequently. Northstar Mall is back open today. This after a woman who tested positive for coronavirus spent at least 2 hours at the mall on Saturday. The mall shut down on Monday afternoon for a deep cleaning. And Facebook will not be part of this year's South by Southwest Festival in Austin amid the coronavirus outbreak. It's now the second tech giant to pull out of next week's conference. Twitter announced Sunday it would not be participating, and more than 20,000 people have signed a petition to cancel the event. This as the coronavirus continues to spread. But so far, the festival is still on.